is spinning and it don't know when to stop. You said forever, baby, did you mean it or not? Hold on, hold on. Give me a red, baby, but I still get the message. Instead of a line, it's 3 dots, but I can connect them. And if it ain't right, baby, you know I respect it. If you need time, just take your time. Honey, I get it, I get it, I get it. Way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Oh, kisses like we a catch on a night. Keeping with arrows, baby, I'm just shooting my shot. If I could get in, drop me a pin, hop in up and come over. Don't wanna be friends, just skin to skin. I wanna get closer and closer. The way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. Counting the days, how many days till I can see you again? Till I can see you again. Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days? Till I can see you again. Counting the days, how many days? Till I can see you again.
Afternoon. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Because I've got a microphone set up now. Can you let me know if you can hear me in the chat on the microphone? Can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Yeah? Can you hear me? Brilliant. Okay, so I've got a new microphone set up. So the memberships I have paid for a nice new microphone setup. So hopefully the audio works quite well now. So it's good to have you all on board. 72 of you in here. If you can hit the like and subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. As always, somebody goes and drops memberships into the chat. You absolute legends, you. Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate that so much for the memberships. I think we're clocking over 300 members now in 1,600 subscribers. Pure organic. You lot are absolute stars. Thanks a lot as well, Oliver. Thank you very much for the memberships. Really appreciate it. I mean, to me, dropping the memberships is so much more important than the super chats, because you're giving people the chance to view the channel, and you've been given the chance to join in the other shows that I do, and also just join the community more. It's absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate it. Honestly, really appreciate it. I can see everyone kind of going a bit mental in the chat over the Isaac stuff. Look, I've said it a long time ago, and I'll stick by my word. Isaac is a red. Isaac is a red. Honestly, do not worry about it. Isaac is a red. I think what's really interesting is, I think I said this 2 weeks ago, that we were going to bid 100 million, and the rest is going to be add-ons, and it's probably going to end up being about 135. Well, guess what? That's pretty much what's just happened. 110 million's been rejected. Okay, it's 110 million's been rejected. It's been rejected probably because of the structure. Probably because they want more. Probably because they need to save face. They have to reject bids. They can't accept the first bid. Like, Bayer Leverkusen didn't accept the first bid. Bournemouth didn't accept the first bid. Like, none of these teams accepted the first bids. We only got Frimpong because it was a release clause. Like, when are we going to understand this? That this is how negotiations go. Like, you never get a player for the price that we want to offer. Like, Liverpool don't buy players at the price that the clubs want to sell the players at. It's all called the shakedown, the negotiations. Like, we're not going to pay 150 million for Alexander Isak because Alexander Isak isn't worth 150 million. He just isn't. Like, he's not worth 150 million. He's a player that's being signed from Newcastle United, a team that finished fifth. If he's coming from an Arsenal who finished second repeatedly for the last 3 years, or he was coming from Manchester City who have won four Premier Leagues, or he was coming from a Real Madrid or a Barcelona that have just won the league or Champions League, or PSG, then I can understand. You can put a price down. You can go, hang on a minute. No, we're not selling him for that much. But 150 million for a guy that plays for a team that's fifth in the league. Nah. Sorry. It's just not what Liverpool are going to pay. So for everybody to think that we're just going to throw 150 million, it's just ridiculous. We're not going to do it. We're going to probably offer 100 million with add-ons. Like I said all along, 100 million with add-ons. We've just paid 100 million cash for Wirtz. Do you think we're going to pay more for Alexander Isak? I don't think we are. I think it's going to be 100 million with loads of add-ons. And I think it's all about negotiations with add-ons now. All about negotiations with add-ons. Whether it gets up to 140 to 150 with all the add-ons is irrelevant. Like, it's the whole price that we pay right now, which is the difference. Because if he gets the add-ons, then that means he's won loads of trophies, which means that I don't care. Like, I don't care if it's 200 million total with add-ons. If we pay 100 million and it's 100 million with add-ons, I don't care. Because if we pay all the add-ons, it means we probably won a Premier League and a Champions League. Do you really care? He's paid it off. He's paid it off. I've just had a super chat come in from Sean. Big up, Sean. Surely we put another bid in. Yeah, 100%. We'll put another bid in. Like, I think the bid's already in, mate. Like, honestly, like, do you really think the media are at the same speed as the club? Do you remember Wirtz? Everyone was a week behind. Like, nobody was saying that we signed Wirtz for 100 million. Everybody was saying that it was 126 million or it's 150 million. Everybody was saying all of these mad numbers. When it all came out in the end, well, it was 100 million and it was 26 million pounds worth of add-ons. That was it. Like, we are a week behind. Like, the real news has already happened. Like, Alexander Isak is a red. I'm so convinced. Like, and the reason why I'm so convinced is there are so many people that are talking about it. And I mean, like, every single minute, it's like a new update. Craig Hope, Liverpool preparing second bid. Okay, so if Liverpool are preparing second bid, then what the hell is Ben Jacobs talking about? Well, I know what Ben Jacobs is talking about. Ben Jacobs is sensationalizing the whole situation because he's on Talk Sport every single day. That's why. He needs to have a story. He needs to have something different than what Fabrizio Romano's saying, or what Craig Hope's saying, or what the Scottish guy from Sky Sports is saying. He has to have something different. You have to stick out from the rest. Craig Hope is probably the best journo out of all of them, because guess where he is? He's in the Middle East or Asia with Newcastle. He speaks to Eddie Howe daily. Fabrizio Romano has probably got some good contacts. Fabrizio Romano is probably speaking or WhatsApping with his ex-agent. And we all know that all of the information which has been leaked about saying that he wanted to leave the club last year, all these promises, new contracts, told that he couldn't go, told that he was injured and he couldn't go on the plane. Newcastle knew that he was going to do private training. All of this stuff, all leaked from Isaac's side. All of it from Isaac's side. All of the stuff from the Newcastle side, being greedy, wants a £300,000 a week contract, has gone AWOL. All the players hate him. He's let the club down. He's training on his own. He's refused. It's all bull. It's all bull. It's all bull. It's all bull. Isaac hasn't handed in a transfer request. Isaac hasn't said he won't play for the club again. These are all things that Gyökeres did. These are all things that Johan Wissa is doing. Like, these are all things that other players have done. Isaac hasn't said he will never play for Newcastle again. Everybody knows that Isaac does training individually with his own team. Like, what is Isaac supposed to do? If he's injured and he's got a thigh strain and he can't train, and Newcastle have come out and said, well, we didn't send him on the plane, it's in mono. Does it not sound good? Does my mic sound bad? Can you let me know in the chat? Can you let me know in the chat? Is the mic okay? Hello? Can you let me know in the chat? Is the mic okay? Okay, so, where was I? Totally threw me off. So, yeah, so, like Newcastle said that he can't fly because of the thigh strain. Yes, your mic sounds different. Sounds okay to me. Hang on, let me just see. Yeah, it looks okay there. Are you confident? 100%. 100%. Yeah, I know my mic's got a bit of an echo because just because I'm in a room. Let me move it. Does that sound better? The other mic is better. Does that sound better? Does that sound better? Sounds like an echo. Let me just see if I've got anything else which is playing. Hang on. I've got echo cancellation on. Audio output. Okay, let me turn the volume down a bit. Okay. All right. Look, if it's really not good, the microphone, then I'll put my headphones back on and I'll talk through the thing. But I'll listen to the show back to see. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Newcastle have said that he's the one with the injury. He's got a thigh strain. He can't go on the plane because of the long haul flight. So where are the doctors? Where are the staff for Newcastle? Well, they're all on their Middle East tour, which they're still going to be on for like another week. So what is Isaac supposed to do? Is he supposed to just go to the training facility and there's no one there? Like, there's not going to be anyone there. So he's gone to Real Sociedad where he can use their facilities, and he's took his doctor and he's took his training team. So, and this is what Isaac's done before. This isn't new. And Craig Hope said this. Craig Hope's actually said this. Like, this is what Isaac's been doing for years. Yeah, he's been doing this for years. Have a muggy tea. I've got another super chat. 2 seconds. Aliez. We will sign Isaac. Believe. Big up. Yes, Aliez. I believe. I believe. You believe as well. You believed for a while. You believed for a while. 100%. So let me just share some stuff with you, okay? Let me just share some stuff with you. All right. So I've got a couple of things I want to share. So we can start with this one. So Liverpool have an opening bid rejected for Isaac. The Reds have decided to move this transfer along. As stated last night, the fee, if agreed, could reach up to 140 million with add-ons. Okay. So Dave O'Seacop kind of dropped this last night, which was a bomber from him. Like, big up him, by the way. And he kind of dropped this, that Liverpool had made a series of bids. And like, I really don't know how far down the line he is with that. But Sky Sports Keith, understand Liverpool's first approach offer for Alexander Isak is 110 million plus add-ons, but it doesn't quite reach 120 million. Okay, so the 120 million was always mentioned from the start. Always mentioned from the start. 120 million. That was the very first number that came up over a week ago. It went from 200 million, so not for sale, 200 million, 150 million, up to 30 million, up to 130 million, and then there was loads of stuff that said 120 million. Liverpool will bid 120 million. Well, we've gone lower. We've bid 110. Okay, so that's probably happened a week ago. That's probably happened a week ago. So we're probably on to the second bid, which will probably get released soon, in a day or so. Liverpool have made a second bid. So what else do we know about this bid? So Liverpool open formal talks. Initial 120 million bid gets rejected. This 120 million is back in. Like, I know it says 110, but it's 120 in some places, but it's 110 from Newcastle. What happened with Wirtz? The money was always wrong. There was Liverpool bid this, Bayern Munich were looking at this, he's available for this much. The numbers never matched up until the final figure. And then eventually they sold the player. Yeah, that's what happened. It's going to be the same with Newcastle. Official proposal on the table worth 120 million plus add-ons, but Newcastle turned it down, rejected today. Newcastle won't open doors, at least until they find a replacement. We all know that Liverpool are letting them sign a player. And I talked about this already. Liverpool will probably make the announcement, or it'll get leaked to the media when Newcastle have got a player done. Liverpool wanted to open direct discussions and now plan to insist again, while Isak has made his clear his desire. We've waited long enough. We've waited long enough now. Liverpool want to get this deal done. We want this guy to be playing next week. We want this guy to be playing at Anfield, in pre-season. And we also probably want to get this guy over the line soon, so we can announce more stuff. Maybe the third kit, the third Adidas kit with him in it. There's a lot of stuff around Adidas and this deal for me as well, because he's sponsored by Adidas. So what else have we got? So we've got the usual suspects, which we're now going to cover. Some of the usual suspects that have been talking about this. Okay. This one, Newcastle have rejected an official bid of over 100 million. They do not want to sell and value him at 150 million. And this is the important thing, yeah? Because this is exactly what happened with Luis Diaz. Like, well, we don't want to sell him. We don't want to sell Luis Diaz. We don't want to sell Luis Diaz. But he's worth 75 million. Well, hang on a minute. Does that mean you want to sell him or you don't want to sell him? Like, are you telling me something that you're not telling me? Like, Newcastle United, Alexander Isak's not for sale at any price, but we value him at 150 million. So does that mean 150 million gets him out the door? Well, obviously, like, otherwise, why would you say it? Like, so it went from 150 to 135, and the same guy, Keith, Sky Sports Keith, said yesterday he thinks Alexander Isak will be sold for 135 million. He said it. He said it. We didn't say it. Newcastle didn't say it. He said it on Sky Sports. So does that mean he goes for 135 million? And that's what I'm trying to say. Liverpool will sign on Alexander Isak because we know how much they want now. They know how much we want. They want. We know how much they want. And we're basically sorting out the structure, the negotiations. Liverpool will never pay full price. When are we like I can't believe we're surprised that we've had a bid turned down. Like, we literally never pay full price. We always get bids turned down. Like, we always get bids turned down. Like, that's how Liverpool do things. It's called negotiations. Like David Ornstein, Newcastle have tried to tie Isak to an improved contract, which would include a release clause next summer. Funny that. They wanted him on a release clause. The 25-year-old has not changed his stance, which has been made clear to the club by Isak. He has done what we wanted him to do, and we wanted him to make things difficult for Newcastle. The ball is in your court. That's what I said weeks ago. Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool have opened official talks with Newcastle for Alexander Isak as opening bid has been sent. Newcastle rejected, but the player made clear desire to join Liverpool. LFC plan to bid again and insist soon. It's coming. It's already happened, if you ask me. It's already happened. This is now the shakedown. This was from IndyColor this morning. News is going to leak in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, that Newcastle United players and coach staff are furious with Alexander Isak. Some don't want him back. He's made it untenable to be at the club. They are going to sell the player now. I think they've already sold him. I think the deal's been done. I just think it's now breaking it to the Newcastle fans at a slow pace, which makes it more palatable for them, which just makes it more, well, we tried, but the players don't want him now. Like the club don't want him now. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like they're trying to let the fans know, but at a slower pace. Well, we tried everything we could. We didn't have a choice. Look, he did this, he did that. He wanted 300,000. He didn't want to sign a new contract. We even put a release clause in. He's not training with us. He refused to go. He's gone AWOL. He's a rat. All of this stuff, and it's all pointing at Isak to make him look like the scapegoat. And the only person this is going to affect is him. And it's not fair. The guy is just he's got ambition. He's been let down on numerous occasions by the looks of it. And he wants to go to a bigger club. Is that a problem? How is that a problem? Like, you want to go to a bigger club. Like, it's not like Liverpool fans don't understand this, because we do. We've lost Trent. We lost Owen. We lost McManaman. We lost Mascherano. We've lost Alonso. Like, we've lost multiple players to bigger clubs over the years. Like, we understand. Like, there is a food chain, and you're not the top of the food chain, Newcastle. You finished fifth. You finished fifth. You didn't even win the FA Cup. Like, you didn't even win the Good Cup. Like, Crystal Palace won that. Like, so get over yourselves, like, and sell your player for a lot of bloody money. And you're going to make an absolute killing on him. Like, you can buy a football club with the money that you're going to make off Alexander Isak. You can go and buy Getafe if you wanted, because they're 100 million. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, and he's not worth 150 million. Like, he's just not. I'm sorry. Like, he's not worth 150 million. Like, he just isn't. Like, you finished fifth. So this is my my source. So let me just read out what he posted. Okay. Liverpool have contacted Newcastle United to discuss a move for Alexander Isak in the last 24 hours, suggest sources. Liverpool FC want to schedule an official meeting with Newcastle United to discuss the signing, as the club would like to have Isak before the start of the Premier League. Alexander Isak is also pushing for the move. He has done everything he can in his power to move to Liverpool. Isak's relationship with Newcastle is broken. He has done that for us. Like, because that's what it's taken. That is exactly what he's taken. It's taken to force Newcastle. As informed before, personal terms have been agreed with Liverpool. 5-year contract, done. Liverpool FC believe they have the funds to sign Isak and are ready to offer a £130 million package to get the deal done. Just waiting for Newcastle United's green light to start official negotiations on a fee. Now, do you see that? Do you see that? Because I'm reading the tea leaves, and this guy's bang on all the time. Just waiting for Newcastle United's green light to start official negotiations for the fee. Why would Liverpool put a bid in? Why would we bid if we didn't have a green light to bid from Newcastle? That's not how Liverpool do business. Liverpool don't bid for players that the club haven't informed that they're available to bid for. Like, that's just not how Liverpool do business. Like we know that we don't do blind stuff. We don't do crazy things like trying to buy a player that's clearly not for sale. Like, we need to have encouragement. Exactly. They got encouragement. They've spoken to the owners. And the owners have said, look, you're going to have to start negotiating now. And unfortunately, we're going to have to reject a few bids because we need to save face. And eventually we're going to give in. Can you imagine if they literally accepted the first bid? The Newcastle fans would go and burn the ground down. Like, they just would. They want the owners out. Like, the owners have literally sacked all their staff, and Eddie Howe's running the club right now. Like, Eddie Howe's basically doing a Jurgen Klopp, where he's the director of football, he's the COO, he's everything at the moment. Like, can you imagine if they'd accepted the first bid of 110 million? Like, the Newcastle fans would revolt. Like, okay, so Newcastle United suggest that they want to sign a replacement before starting negotiations for Isak, but Liverpool are pushing to start official negotiations and get it over the line as soon as possible, which is why they still haven't got a striker done, and Liverpool aren't waiting around now. Liverpool FC hope to schedule an official meeting with Newcastle United in the next days to push to complete the deal as soon as possible, not making any delays. Important days ahead for the Isak saga. This was 2 days ago. This was 2 days ago. This was on Wednesday. This was Wednesday. Liverpool have made the bid now, which means that Liverpool have had encouragement. I think Liverpool are on the second bid now. I think the next bid will be announced soon, and I think it might take three. I think it might take three bids, but I think they've already been discussed. This is just a flex. This is optics. This is trying to make Newcastle look like a club they're trying to hold their best player, but unfortunately, they have to let him go. But they get good money for him, and this is Liverpool just being respectful. Being respectful, not asking Isak to put in a transfer request, not asking Isak to turn around and say, I will never play for the club again. This is just Liverpool getting Isak to do what he needs to do from his side, to make it clear he wants to move to Liverpool. That's all. That's all. And the relationship's broken between Newcastle now. And I'm sure we're going to find out from Fabrizio Romano that Isak's gone to the toilet or having a sleep, or his agent's outside having a coffee. Like, we're going to get loads and loads of news over and over again, which isn't going to mean anything. It just isn't going to mean anything until it's official that the second bid comes in. And that's it. Like, media need to make media out of this. Like, there's a reason why I'm online now talking about it. Like, people need to talk about this. It's important. Like, and we can't just bring up the Ben Jacobs thing and go, oh, that's it, it's over. Because it clearly isn't. Because David Ornstein hasn't said it, and neither's Fabrizio Romano. Nobody else has said this, which makes me think it's sensationalism. And what we should be talking about is we should be talking about this. We should be talking about these. The new squad numbers. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about squad numbers. We should be talking about the kit launch. We should be talking about how good the training stuff is. Like, have you seen the black tracksuit top with the what? Seriously? Are you talking about the Adidas kit? The merch is on fire. Like, Verts has got number 7. Like, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Verts with number 7. We're talking about Kirkheads with number 6. Like, talking about Frimpong with his number 30 shirt. He loves his number 30 shirt. Like, Trey Ione's been given a squad number. We're talking about that. He is now in the squad next season. Bradley's got number 12. Like, I've no idea why Bradley hasn't took another number, but he's took number 12, which means he's moving up the numbers. Like, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this stuff. Brilliant. Let's have a look at this photo. My God, look at that photo. Look at playing. Those two are going to be playing for us next season. Those two are going to be playing for us next season. Like, the combined GA between them is going to be like 80, 90. Like, honestly, like, this is what we need to be talking about. We don't need to be talking about, like, Liverpool in negotiations. We know we're in frigging negotiations for Isak. We've been in negotiations for Isak for probably about 2 weeks. Like, we know this. We need to be talking about these things. These things are vitally important. Like, because we won the league with a far less greater team than we have now. And that's just the facts. Like, we won the league with none of the 5 players that we've just signed, none of the 4 players that we've just signed, sorry, in Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, and Ekitike. Like, that's what we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about how good this guy could be. Like, he could be a regen of Raheem Sterling when we had him when he was 17. And he was an absolute monster when he came into the team when he was 17 under Brendan Rodgers. Under Brendan Rodgers. Yeah. That's what we need to be talking about. Like if we get Isaac, we get Isaac. Like, amazing. Like, that's amazing. That's one of the best transfers ever for me. Like, seriously. But let's just wait. Like, it's no big deal. Like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Like, look at the numbers on this guy that we've just got in. Jerome Frimpong. 33 goals, 52 assists in his career already. He's 24. Like, Trent Alexander-Arnold's 27 soon. He's got 23 goals and 94 assists. Like, Frimpong doesn't take corners. Frimpong doesn't take free kicks. Like, he doesn't. Like, these are the kind of numbers. Frimpong is going to go up incredible numbers at Liverpool. His numbers are going to be incredible at Liverpool. He's playing with better players, playing in a better team. He's playing with Mo Salah. Like, he's playing with Florian Wirtz again. Like, the relationship between those two is going to be electric because it's plug and play. Like, it's plug and play. You just go and get 2 guys that have already played football with each other for years. Like, great. And then we've got Kerkez and we've got Dominic Szoboszlai. Been playing football with each other for years. And then if we get Isaac, we'll have Ekitike and Isaac. Plug and play, really similar players. Like, fantastic. Take one out, put one in. It's like changing a battery. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I don't want us to get bogged down with all this transfer stuff all the time. I really don't. Like, Mo Salah, attacking machine, 57 GA last season. Ekitike, 34 GA last season. Isaac, 33 GA last season. Wirtz, 31 GA last season. And then Cody, 25. Like, that's 180 GA from those 5 players. Like, even if you took Isaac out of that, they're still mental numbers. Still over 150 GA from those players that we've already got. Like, we've got those players. They're in the team. Like, we haven't even put, like, the GA that Frimpong got. Frimpong got, like, 17 GA last season. Like, Kerke's got, like, 11 GA last season. Like, we've got goals and assists all over the park. All over the park. Dominic Szoboszlai scored 7 goals last season. McAllister scored 6. We've got goals. We've got goals in the team. It's crazy. Crazy what we're adding. Adding those numbers from Ekitike and Wirtz into that team. And obviously when Isaac's done, those numbers, like, frightening. Genuinely frightening. Genuinely frightening stuff. And shall I give you a funny? Here we go. Here's a funny to cheer you up. Someone replied, Keane Joyson, to the picture of Swindon's new signing, Jake Tabor. Is that not funny? He literally looks like Dean Huijsen. Isn't it? Isn't that crazy? Swindon signed Dean Huijsen. Keane Joyson. Thought I'd show you that because it was funny. I've also got another funny one for you as well. Where is it? Where is it? I've got another funny one for you. 2 seconds. Shaquille O'Neal, I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game. FSG and Richard Hughes are really not done this window. Yeah, that's done, mate. That's done. He signed. He signed a 3-year contract. He goes into the under-21s. Yeah. Yeah, he goes into the under-21s. I also want to. Well, someone just mentioned Rio in the chat, so I'll just put that up there as well. Youngest player to feature for the club, 16 years, 135 days. Youngest player to score for the club, 16, 336 days. Huge talent. And I get it. I get it. He's not done anything in the Premier League. I get it. He's done nothing in the Premier League yet. Totally understand that. But he's our player. He's our player. We get what we can out of him. We get what we can out of him. But he looks like a absolute talent and a half. So I want to put Pythagoras Boots up as well. Big up if you haven't checked this out. Liverpool in for Malik Fofana possibly hinders the long-term progress of Rio Gigamoa if he progresses rapidly. Similar tactical profiles. I'd prefer they target someone more experienced and ready to hit the ground running if Gapco isn't going to be seen as the solution. I don't think Malik Fofana happens. I just don't see it happening. I don't see Liverpool signing a left winger. I don't see Liverpool signing a left winger in this window. If we get Isaac over the line, then we don't sign another attacker. We're done. That's it. And Cody is the left winger, and Rio is the backup, and so is Ekitike. So Ekitike will be back up for Cody, and he'll also be back up for Isaac. So they kind of just dovetail. So Ekitike will get quite a lot of game time because he'll come on for Isaac a lot, he'll come on for Cody a lot, and they'll rotate. That makes a lot more sense. And then you have Rio as your backup. And Rio can play a couple of games here and there when the game's dead and buried, like when we're 2-0 up. He can just come in and do a job there. And also, he can play the cup games. Isaac and Guehi, that's all we need. That is all we need. That is all we need for now. That's all we need. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think we have got backup for Salah. I think we have. I think Frimpong's backup for Salah, mate. And I get you. I get you keep on mentioning Dibbling. But they want 40 million. And I just don't think we're going to pay 40 million to Southampton. I just don't think we're going to pay 40 million for Southampton. I think someone will. I'm really surprised Chelsea haven't gone and bought him. He just has everything about, well, he's young, he's talented, he's British. I'm surprised Chelsea just haven't gone and bought him, and loaned him out to Strasbourg. You know what I mean? Or Manchester City haven't gone and signed him and then sent him out to play for Girona or something like that. That one doesn't make sense. Why that hasn't happened. He is a very, very talented player. Very talented. But do you think Rio could score 5 goals next season if he gets played? I do. I can see Rio scoring 5 goals. Would you like to have a look at some of the teams that I think Rio would probably score against? You don't think Rio would score against some of the promoted teams. I think he could score against Burnley. I think he could score against Leeds. I think he'd probably get a goal against... Who else have we got in the league? Brentford, Wolves. You don't think Rio could get a goal against them? I think he could. I think he could get 5 goals next season. Well, that's more than what Diblin's done. So would you pay 40 million for Rio as a 16-year-old? Exactly. 5 GA, 10, 15 appearances. That's a good season for a 16-year-old, isn't it? It's absolutely a good season for a 16-year-old. Actually, in all comps, you think you get 10? I don't think you're wrong. Like, I think he's bulked out as well. I think he's actually got fitter, like as in filled out. But you're at 30%. No, what for Isaac? No, I think Isaac's done, mate. Like, I think Isaac's done. Like, I'm all in. Like, chips are down. Like, fries are in the bag. Like, fries are in the bag for me. I mean, you have, like, I know a lot of you are writing this in the chat, and I get it, and I do get it, but you do know that there are a hell of a lot of Geordies or Newcastle supporters that are at TalkSport. Like, you do, like, we do know that, don't we? Like, we do know that. Like, there's a lot of Geordies. Like, Alan Pardew's like one of the main pundits in there. Like, and there's a lot of non-Liverpool people there. There's a lot of non-Liverpool people at TalkSport. Like, I know you got Adiodi, but he's kind of, sometimes I think he's a little bit on the fence. I do. Sometimes I think he's a little bit on the fence. Danny Murphy's like all in. Like, we know that. But we also need to talk about this guy, because I talked about this guy a while ago. And I did say that there's a very good chance we will sign a Ecuadorian international defender from Belgium. I have said that, and this is the one. Like, this is the one if we don't get Guehi. Joel Ordonez, absolute monster of a player. He is basically the William Pancho that plays for PSG before he goes to PSG. That's who he is. He is the guy that would be the Pancho that goes to PSG. Like, he is one move away from a big move, if that makes sense. So normally he would go to a big German club, like maybe even Bayer Leverkusen by him. Yeah, just for example, he goes to Bayer Leverkusen, he does 2 years at Bayer Leverkusen, and then he goes to PSG. That's what type of player he is, which is why we will go and get him. Or we will go and get Kostadinos Karalios, who's 20 years old. So you've got him, and then you've also got Giovanni Leone. I think Giovanni Leone's too young. He's way too young. He's only 18 or 19. This guy's done 2 seasons, top flight. Actually, let's have a look at him on FB Ref, okay? Let's have a look on FB Ref. Yeah. Let's have a look on FB Ref, okay? I'm not going to fill you with nonsense, okay? I'm not going to fill you with nonsense. Let's just look at his numbers. Okay. We can just look at his numbers. Okay. We'll just look at his numbers, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, 21 years old. I think he's like 6'4". I think he's a beast, an absolute monster. Okay, so he's 21. He played 23 games last season. He played 12 games in the Champions League. Yeah, he came from Club Next, which is like the feeder club to Club Bruges. But he came in when he was 19 and played in the Conference League 9 times. Then he played in the Pro League 9 times, and then he went back to Club Next. Yeah, so he's basically had 97 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. That's irrelevant. He's a defender. But look at his numbers. Where's his numbers? His numbers. Ooh. Centre backs. So he's quite low there, but he is a young player. Like, you can't say he's not. Like, he's a younger player. But they won the league when he was the centre back, and they came second. So he's done 3 years at Club Bruges, won the league, finished second, and then finished fourth. No, not finished fourth. They are fourth right now, but they've only played 1 game. But they finished second last season, so he's got Champions League football. Like, he's playing Champions League football, so he looks like a great player for Liverpool to go and get, if I'm completely honest. And I want Mark Guehi. Like, I think we just go and get Mark Guehi. I think that's a deal we get done. I think we're waiting for Palace to sign someone. Oliver Glasner's complained that that he's not being given money for targets. So I think he'll get a replacement for Eze, and he'll get a replacement for Guehi, and then they probably sell Eze, and then we go and get Guehi, and he might be the fourth choice, which makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't bring him in as a backup to. I wouldn't bring him in as a direct backup to Konate. I think you bring Guehi in to battle Konate for that position, and I think he'll take it. I genuinely do. But it's all about what Konate wants, because Konate's been offered a new contract now, so it's not like we haven't given him the money. Like, we've literally offered him a new contract, and all of the nonsense that I heard about Luis Diaz, Paul Joyce came out and said Liverpool offered him 2 contracts. He turned them both down. They were all over £140,000 a week, which is what he was currently earning. So it was all down to what the player wanted. Liverpool didn't want to sell Luis Diaz. Like, didn't want to sell him. Turned down bids from Barcelona, Saudi Arabia, UK clubs. Turned down Manchester City. Bid from Manchester City. Turned down bids from Bayern Munich repeatedly. The money was just too good, and look, he wants us to go. Like, we just need to move on. Like, players want to leave, and we're the type of club that if players want to leave, we will let them leave, but it has to be on our terms, and we have to make the money that we feel they're worth. And it's the same with Newcastle. Like, you can't hold Alexander Isak at ransom. You can't do it. Like, if the guy wants to leave, you have to sell him, but you sell him at the value you feel he's worth. He's not worth 150 million, which is why the number is around 120, 130, which is fine. You're still getting an incredible amount of money. You're still going to get the British transfer record broken if we pay 130 million in total. He will be the British transfer record, like, by quite a lot, by a good 4 million. But we haven't paid the transfer record yet for Wirtz because he hasn't hit all of his quotas. But when he does, he's worth every penny. And if Isaac does, he's worth every penny. I mean, Creswell's all right, but he came from a championship team, and then went to France. France isn't really a place that's bringing out the best central defenders. It just isn't. Look at some of the players that Chelsea signed from Monaco. Monaco were challenging for the league at one stage. Chelsea signed both their centre backs. Both their centre backs, Badiashile and Desali, and they've been crap. Absolute garbage, the pair of them. They just have. They've been really bad. So, I don't know. French centre backs don't seem to really give me any, oh God, they're going to be amazing. The good centre backs seem to be coming from Belgium and Germany. That seems to be the good centre backs. Lacroix, who plays for Maxime Lacroix, who plays for Palace, he's good. He came from Germany. There's not many more. There isn't a huge amount out there. Who are we looking at? Okay, so maybe you want to look at Gabriel, but Gabriel's Brazilian. I think he came from France, but he was signed from a Brazil club. So you're looking at Saliba. Saliba came through the Arsenal academy. Who else are you looking at? Central defender-wise, as being the best. Guardiola played in Germany. John Stones came from Everton. Chelsea players, Colwell came from their academy. Fofana came from France. Oh, he's injured. Netherlands players. Okay, so you're looking at Van der Ven came from Germany. Okay, so you've got the Argentine from Spurs, signed him from Italy, but he's Argentinian. They're not coming from France. I'm not sure. I think we go for Guehi. I think we just bite the bullet and pay the extra. That's what I feel with that one. I was only going to do an hour today, so I'll see if there's any more news while I'm here. 2 seconds. David Lynch, 5 minutes ago. Also Craig Hope, 5 minutes ago. Let me give you the lowdown on those two updates. Let me give you the lowdown on those two updates. 2 seconds. I also just want to check one more. Oh, okay. I've got an update from my source. Okay, what have we got? Is it the same? Right, okay, so I've got breaking news from my side. Hang on. Let me just show you the stuff that just come out from Lynch. The bonus is they have no plans to make a second offer for Alexander Isak after seeing 110 million bid rejected, but you suspect Newcastle's stance will soften if they secure their own striker targets. We've already said this. So this is basically what we already know. We already know this. Hang on. Just shared the same thing. 2 seconds. This is exactly what we said. People are just regurgitating the same thing. Craig Hope. Let me get rid of that. Do I think he will go? Yes. This is Craig Hope. Craig Hope is in the Middle East and he thinks Isak will go. Okay? This is the guy who basically covers everything to do with Newcastle United. He's a mad Newcastle United fan. He meets Eddie Howe all the time. Do you think he will go? Yes. There's a right time to sell, and given the way things have played out, Newcastle can't let this saga go on long until the end of August. They don't want it. They know the importance of having those replacements. This is all about getting a guy in to replace him. Yeah, I mean, he knows a bit, but he was wrong about Frimpong and a couple of others. Like, I'll be honest. Like, okay, he's in South Korea. Okay, sorry, South Korea. All right. Is that Asia? South Korea? I always thought it was. Anyway, and this is my guy. This is my guy right now. Just posted this. Newcastle United have rejected Liverpool's first official bid to sign Alexander Isak, as informed first by David Ornstein. Liverpool's first offer was worth 120 million, including add-ons. The 110 is from Newcastle's side to make it look like we lowballed. I've said this all along. It's coming from the Newcastle side that it was 110. It's 120, including add-ons and bonuses. It was 100 million with all the extras, took it to 120. Newcastle United want around 150 mark to consider the sale at the moment. Alexander Isak is pushing Newcastle to get the deal done as soon as possible. He wants to leave the club this summer and only wants Liverpool. LFC have already started plans for the next move. The club are already planning for the next proposal to Newcastle. Hope to complete the deal before the Premier League starts. Personal terms have been agreed. Important days ahead for Alexander Isak. This one's happening soon. I'm telling you, this one's happening soon. Ornstein knows, but he gets his info from the club, so release, yeah, 100%. Ornstein was given that by Liverpool to release. You know he was. You know he was given that by Liverpool to release. Ornstein was given that by Liverpool to release. Ornstein was given the information off Verts, off Trent, off all of those deals. Lenny Yoro, Zubamendi. Ornstein was given all of that by the club. All of that was from the club to Ornstein. And Ornstein only reports really solid info. Like, he won't go down the route of maybes, just. Yeah, it's done. Craig Hope is the guy that dropped the news of Isak wanting to leave. Craig Hope is the guy that dropped that news. He was the bomber. It wasn't David Ornstein. It wasn't Fabrizio Romano. It was Craig Hope from the Daily Mail. Was the guy that dropped the news saying Isak wants to leave. That was him. He was the original person. He has literally just said on his YouTube channel, go and watch it. Go and watch it if you want. Not now, but go and watch it. Do you think Isak will stay? No. He said no. Sky Sports guy said no. The Scottish guy said no. Do you think Isak will stay? No. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I understand that, but they're Newcastle reporters. Newcastle reporters have information on Newcastle. They do. Like, Craig Hope was the guy that dropped the biggest story that's happened, like, for God knows how long. That Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle. He was the guy that dropped the story. And he's just said on his channel, does he think Isak will leave? Yes. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. He thinks Isak will leave. That's it. That's all you need to know. If he thinks Isak's going to leave, then Isak's going to leave. Because he's been told. He's been told Isak's not going to be around. We need to get players in to replace him. And that's what they need to do. And that's what they're doing. And that's why they're trying to get Johan Visser. That's also why they're probably looking at Nicholas Jackson. And it's also why they're going in for Ollie Watkins. That's why. we've got lots of things to look forward to, and we have still got Hugo Ekitike, which everyone's just forgotten about. Everyone just forgot we signed a £70 million player who's supposed to be the baby Isaac. We've already got him. He's a red. He's signed. So you all go and have a lovely day, and I will catch up with you later on tonight when I'm doing a show with Don. And there's loads and loads of stuff that we're probably going to talk about. And if I don't see you tomorrow, which I probably won't, to be honest, but I might do, depending on what happens. Remember, we sold Luis Diaz at the weekend, and we signed Ekitike at the weekend. We do things at the weekend. Remember, we announce stuff on Sundays at the moment. Just going to put it out there. And if you haven't become a member, please become a member. And you can check out my conspiracies and rabbit holes, which I'll be doing on Sunday at 9 o'clock for the members only. And we will go through some wild stuff for 2 hours, as we always do. Drop me some comments, members, of stuff you want me to talk about, and I will do a bit of digging at the weekend and get that ready for you. Okay? You all have a lovely day. Remember, go and buy your merch. Go and buy your Adidas stuff because it looks amazing. Go and get your trackies and your hoodies and your new shirts. Go and get them because they're available now, because they've just released them and they look fire, and I'm going to do it. And I hope it sounds better with the new microphone. I'm trying to be a bit more professional, okay? So you all have a lovely day. 21 for 20. And let me just forward you on to another show before I go. 2 seconds. Let me see who's live. Let me see who's live. I'll send you over to the football terrace. Okay, I'm going to send you over to Terry at the football terrace. Okay, go over there and drop in kmack raid. Okay, put in Isaac raid if you want as well. Kmack Isaac raid. 200 of you in here. Thank you so much for the super chats, and thank you so much for the memberships today. There's too many members in here now to actually read you all out at the end, but I will do it another time. But you all go and have a lovely day, and Isaac will be a red, and we are going to cook this season. I'll see you later on. Take care. Bye-bye.